Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen of the interwebs, to the Chi Amazing Show. I'm Chi Amazing, here bringing you some gaming news and stuff to wrap up this week. I'm going to talk about the leaked prototype PlayStation 4 controller for a little bit, but first I'm going to get into some other quick news. Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge will be $39.99 when it hits Xbox and PlayStation 3 on April 2nd. And Amazon is dropping the price of Ninja Gaiden 3 to $9.99 in preparation for that. Project Awakened, which we had previously mentioned as one of our Kickstarters of the week, I think last week, it now has a Steam Greenlight page. Best Buy God of War Ascension pre-order bonuses now include Jolnir, the Mythical Hammer, in addition to Mythological Heroes, a multiplayer DLC pack. Sega and Japanese retailer Interbrain have teamed up for Sega-themed notebook. There are 4 different styles and 4 different hardware configurations ranging from 1075 to 2094. The base model comes with 4 gigs of RAM, 500 gig hard drive, and a Pentium 2020M processor. And there's Sega branded Windows 8 theme and custom sounds. Shipments are expected to begin in June. Yeah, if you're really hardcore into Sega, check that out. Otherwise, they're probably not worth the price. Darkstalker's Resurrection is set to hit the PSN on March 12th for $14.99 and March 13th on Xbox Live for 1,200 Microsoft points. Infinity Blade is free until February 21st, so check that one out on the App Store. Wargaming, the developer/publisher of World of Warplanes and World of Tanks, has purchased Gas Powered Games. Gas Powered Games had a Kickstarter for Wildman, which was canceled this past Monday, and no word yet on what they are working on. We got pre-order material related to Bungie's Destiny. Looks pretty interesting. There's a lot more stuff you can check out in a NeoGAF link I'll post in the description. Let's run through the Nintendo Direct we had yesterday really quick. Wii Street U is now available and will be free for a limited time. There's a Zelda Miiverse community now open. There's a Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate Wii U and 3DS bundle set for Europe. Fire Emblem Awakening is set for Europe on April 19th with an exclusive bundle. They've said this is the year of Luigi with a lot of Luigi based stuff. The first being DLC for New Super Mario Bros. Wii U titled New Super Luigi Wii U. This DLC changes all the course and kind of to new courses and does like a Luigi style campaign, so it should be interesting. We also have more details on Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, which you can check in a link I'll post below. And in addition to that, we have a new Mario game for 3DS called Mario & Luigi Dream Team. It's another Mario RPG style game that looks pretty interesting. There was a lot of other cool stuff and games that came out, one of which being the 8th Eevee evolution, Sylveon. Hopefully all this new information will change the tide for Nintendo, because January's Wii U sales were really low. In fact, they were under 100,000, estimating to be between 45,000 and 59,000. Which is abysmally low. Now let's talk about some next-gen game rumors. First being that Last Guardian will be for PlayStation 4, and that Watch Dogs will hit this holiday and be for all home consoles, and which indicates it's going to be a next-gen title, which is not very surprising. Also, we got a few games rumored to be debuting on the 20th at the Sony press conference. Not surprisingly, Killzone 4 is in that list, as well as Little Big Planet or some other Media Molecule game, and also MotorStorm. We have a pic of a possible earlier iteration or no idea concept of a PlayStation controller called the PlayStation Eyepad. It was patented last year, so it looks pretty interesting, I guess. Looks kind of like they might have been trying to go with the Wii U route and then maybe dropped it. I say drop it because we also have 2 leaked photos over the past couple days of the prototype PlayStation 4 controller. The first thing you'll probably notice about the controller is the touchpad in the center, which is not surprising. We figured there was going to be one there. What is surprising is the top mounted LED, which indicates some kind of move functionality or possible new PlayStation Eye support. Curious to see how that one will work. There's also a speaker and microphone above the PlayStation button, so I'm wondering if they're going to do microphone and everyone will have a microphone and no longer have to buy a headset in that route. The new analog sticks are slightly farther apart and are convex. There's a slight change there. They actually seem to be a little bit more rubbery in everything, so they're more like the 360s are now. In the first picture, you clearly see one unmarked button, but in the second picture, you actually can see that there's 2 first it was rumored that the unmarked button on the first picture was a share button, which we thought would be on the new controller. But after seeing the second image where there's clearly two unmarked buttons, more than likely going to be start and select. There also appears to be a 3.5mm audio jack on the bottom of the controller, and the directional pad is slightly altered from the traditional DualShock sense, is in, you know, kind of like one piece. Now this is just a prototype, and it has been confirmed to be a prototype controller. It could have just been something that shipped with early dev kits. More than likely this is not what they're going to show on the 20th, though what they show on the 20th could be very similar to this. It does seem to be a bit wider and a little bit bigger than the current DualShock controller, especially in the second image you can tell. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen on the 20th, because that controller has a lot of features, it seems, but also doesn't seem to necessarily carry the sleekness that is normally associated with Sony products. So I'm sure it's an early model. I'm wondering how much revision is actually going to go into it, or if they're going to drop anything from it or add anything else to it. And there's also parts of the controller we can't really see, so we don't know. There could be more buttons on the back. I've heard that they changed the L2 and R2 to be more spring-like, so there's no idea there on that aspect. It could be that way, it could not be. We'll definitely find out more on the 20th, and we'll also be doing a video after the event to cover some of the things we find out. And that's all I have for today. You guys can click these annotations over here to watch previous news videos. Click over here to watch Chrono and myself play some games. There should be some new, I keep saying there's going to be a new one of those. There should be. We're still working on some of Chrono's issues. You can click down here to hit the like button, which is greatly appreciated, and also to subscribe, which is greatly appreciated. And you can leave me some comments in the comment section telling me what you think about the PlayStation 4 controller. Now we'll see you guys next week.